Today is day 244 of the podcast, and I want you to listen to James chapter 1, verse 16. Very short verse, but it says, "Do not be deceived, my beloved brethren." It's a charge for us to pay attention, and particularly in the last days, you read Matthew 24, and it charges us there to pay attention, not to be vulnerable, make our hearts vulnerable to deception. There are three significant strategies that the evil one has used to impact the people of God for multiple centuries. And these strategies are so aligned with his nature and character that some of the names that we call the evil one come from the strategies that he uses against us. They correspond to his activity. So one of the words is Satan is the accuser of the brethren. That's one of his titles. And we're usually aware of when he's whispering a charge against us, when he is casting rumors or causing us to be belittled, words, mocking kinds of words. Words of condemnation. We usually recognize him when he's functioning like that. He's also the tempter, and he's actively pursuing us with bait in hand, and we can recognize the temptation. Now, we usually recognize the temptation at the point of the bait. Jesus was able to recognize the tempter because he only did what he heard his Father. He only said what he heard his Father saying, and he only did what he saw his Father doing, so he recognized immediately that this was not his Father's voice. But the third strategy, we are consistently oblivious to when it is occurring and to the manner of infiltration that the evil one takes towards us and towards our hearts. When we're accused, we know it. When we are tempted, we know it. But when we are deceived by the deceiver, we do not recognize when deception is gaining a place in us. We don't recognize deception, or it wouldn't be a deception. It wouldn't have gotten by. So it's recognizing something that's found a place and has the power to grow in our hearts is really what we're being charged to know and to learn in order to uncover the deceiver before he makes any more room in us. So your question today, do you have any habits or practices that might make you vulnerable to deception?